Mike.
Hey, I'm Chris.
This is Mike and Chris Reloaded.
And hey, Mike.
3 weeks in a row.
It is.
That-
No, stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. That's something out of.
I'm leaving. I quit. That's probably why the hurricane's heading for us.
That's right.
We jinxed it.
Nah,
We jinxed it.
I'm not worried about the hurricane yet.
Not yet.
Monday or Tuesday, I might get worried.
Just in case, if it does head this way, everyone please be safe. That's down south. I know you have some family down there.
I do. Then my grandma, and she's not leaving, and she lives in a trailer, so I'm worried.
Bunch of friends that live down there too. So everyone, if you do listen to our show, please be safe. Be know your limits and what you can do and what you can't do, and just.
And if you live in a trailer, leave.
Or near a river.
That's right. So we'll start off this week. You haven't watched The Haunting of Hill House, right?
I have not. But I know that it's The Haunting of Bly House or something
yes,
like that.
Yes. The Haunting of Bly House is coming out, and they got the main star of The Haunting of Hill House, Henry Thomas. He's back for this new season of The Haunting of Bly House. So that's pretty cool for me.
It is. I do have it in my queue. It is on my list.
You need to watch it. Now I'll let you cover D23 because I have no news on D23.
How do you not, man? That's like saying you didn't.
Because Will Smith was like the face of D23. I saw the advertisements for him, and I just don't care for Will Smith anymore.
Oh my gosh, there's so much more than Will Smith.
I know. I know most of it.
Well, they okay. D23 Expo just happened, which is basically Disney's version of their Comic-Con or whatever.
Right.
E3 Expo. That's Disney's version. It's just all strictly Disney. Big announcements coming out for the Disney Plus channel, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, we already knew some of the stuff coming out.
Right.
They showed the new trailer for The Mandalorian, obviously. It looks really good, actually.
It does look good.
I think it takes place, didn't we talk about this last time?
It takes place the same time the Han Solo episodes take place. No, that's Ewan McGregor's, that's the Obi-Wan series takes place same time Han Solo takes place. I don't know when the
I think it takes place right after Jedi, so it's like everything's in disarray.
Okay.
So I think we touched on it last week. So
yeah, I know the Obi-Wan one with Ewan McGregor. Is it Ewan McGregor?
Ewan McGregor is reprising his role as Obi-Wan.
Right. I know that one takes place the same time as the Solo movie.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's what they said. I just read the article this morning.
Okay, so. I thought it was going to be around right after the whole Darth Vader, right in between episode 4 and 5.
I don't know.
When he's on Tatooine, or between episode 3 and 4. I'm sorry, when he's on Tatooine looking after Luke and everything.
Right, and I think the article I read said it takes place during the same time Solo takes place. So, well, if you guys know, just comment.
It probably makes sense, I guess, because Han Solo is supposed to be way older than Luke anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So, so I guess I know in the Solo movie he's 18, 19?
Yeah. So
Luke's probably, I'm sure, a couple of years old.
Yeah.
Maybe a year or 2 old, 2 years old, 3 years old.
That could be, yep.
So yes, Obi-Wan series.
Right.
McGregor, reprising.
I'm excited for that.
They also announced some more Marvel series.
Yep.
Moon Knight.
Played by Kit Harington. No.
Now Kit Harington is going to join the
Eternals as Black Knight.
I don't think that's definite yet. I think they're speculating he joined the Eternals because Richard Madden was his co-star who played his brother Rob Stark.
Now, see, the article I read that he's gonna be Black Knight in the Eternals.
I'm not sure. I said the one I read said that they speculated he would be Black Knight
because there was speculation that he was going to be Wolverine, and then.
No.
And then they came out. I think Kit Harington came out and said that he got the role as Black Knight in the Eternals.
Oh, well, maybe so. So I know the one I read was probably 4 or 5 days ago. So when he first announced it.
Well, I wasn't prepared, so I read everything yesterday and this morning.
Well, yeah, and the one, like I said, they said he did have a role. They weren't sure. They were speculating he was going to be in the Eternals because Rob Madden, who played his brother. Not Rob Madden. Is it Rob Madden?
I don't remember.
Richard Madden. Sorry, Richard Madden, who played his brother Rob Stark in Game of Thrones.
Right. Okay.
Was the King of the North. He's actually part of the Eternals.
Okay.
So that's what they were speculating that he would be part of the Eternals because they got that connection right there with them. So,
gotcha.
So I guess it might come to pass. Miss Marvel
Didn't hear the news on
which
Miss
is
Marvel.
not, and do not be confused with Captain Marvel because she is not Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
So, She-Hulk series.
I
These are
saw
all
this.
series, by the way.
Yeah, for Disney Plus. Yep.
Yes.
Which is only $15 a month, right?
$6.99 a month.
$6.99 a month. I thought it was 15.
Well, it's 15
with the bundle
Hulu
with Hulu
and ESPN Plus or something like that.
Yeah.
But if you just want to get it by itself, it's $6.99 a month, or it's $69.99 for the year.
Gotcha.
Here's the funny thing about this is I was looking at all these announcements and everything. And there's a bunch of other ones too. The rebooting Lizzie McGuire.
Right.
Which is not really a reboot; it's more of a sequel series, I guess.
It is because
bringing Hilary Duff back.
Hilary Duff's gonna be back in it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna look at her as like a millennial worker.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how that works out.
Well, they tried that with Girl Meets World.
I guess.
My dog is barking like a son of a gun. I don't know if you picked it up, but sorry.
And then of course, The World According to Jeff Goldblum.
Yep.
That's kind of a, I guess, almost like a mockumentary type series with Jeff Goldblum.
Mm-hmm. Now they're talking about eliminating all R rating now from the Disney universe.
Oh, they already said that. There's going to be no R-rated content on Disney Plus.
Not on Disney Plus. Any Disney content at all, even the content they put out on Hulu, like Daredevil, not Daredevil, Deadpool. They're
well, I
talking
know
about eliminating that R-rated too.
When they acquired Fox Studios, obviously Deadpool was part of that, genre there. They said that even though Deadpool is an R-rated thing, and then they had the Wolverine was R-rated, everything else, they said that Disney will continue to make their movies the way they make their movies, and each studio is going to continue to make their movies the way they make their movies.
Okay.
So now,
this is just rumor mill. So.
I do know they did actually officially announce there will be no R-rated content on Disney Plus.
Yeah, I know that they were going to use Hulu Plus for their more adult, edgier content.
Yeah. Which, if they got rid of a lot of the R-rated or mature-rated stuff, they would have to get rid of a lot of shows.
Yeah, I know.
Because there's like, what's the Handmaid's Tales one?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of shows on there that are pretty popular on Hulu, that are original series.
Right.
So they'd have to get rid of a lot of pretty popular shows.
Well, now Disney Disney owns part of Hulu, but they're not controlling interest of Hulu, are they? I think Disney's like a 40-60 partner in Hulu, but I could be wrong. But I think I read that they only own like 40% of Hulu Plus.
I can check into it.
I have to check into it too. Don't quote me. I'm shooting numbers out of my butthole right now.
And it's not a pretty sight.
No, it's a hairy butthole. But
so yeah, a lot of big things coming from D23 Expo. So I'm kind of looking forward to some of the things they got. You know, the new Star Wars attractions opens this weekend.
Well, really?
It might be a short opening.
Yeah. True.
But it's supposed to open this weekend. And also, they already showed some concept art and everything else for the new Avengers theme park.
Yeah, I saw that. That's pretty cool.
They're predicting it to open in California first, then in Disney Paris, and then making its way to probably Orlando eventually.
Gotcha.
So.
Yeah. Never going to Hurricaneville and the French don't like me. Not Earthquakeville and the French don't like me.
You never know. We could have French listeners out there, man.
But they don't like me.
Well, they like me.
That's because you're Mexican.
I sympathize with them.
Yeah. Mythbusters star Jessie Combs died. Did you read about that?
She's a stunt driver for Mythbusters.
Yeah, she was trying to break the land speed record, and she got into an accident while in the process of breaking the land speed record and died. So she went out doing what she liked to do. So, we mourn her, but she was pretty awesome, actually. If you watched any of the new Mythbusters.
I haven't seen some of the new stuff. I know she's been with them for a while.
Yeah, she was pretty good. So
she did obviously a lot of their driving stunts, but other stunts were going well as well.
Yep. So she'll be missed. Evil Dead is going to be returning to the theaters this Halloween.
I didn't read the article, but I did catch it where they talked about it.
Yeah, they're going to do a whole new musical release, musical scores for the movie to change it up a little bit. So it'll be something new for you if you want to go see it again. It's going to have something new for everybody as far as the music goes. So
that'd be interesting.
It would be interesting.
I think it's just a way of Bruce Campbell to get paid more.
Yeah, he said he won't reprise the role, but he's gonna milk that baby until it dies.
Hey, I don't blame him.
Yeah,
that is like one of the most popular, underrated shows no one's ever heard of originally. That's just became just massively
with a $50 budget.
Cult following. Oh, I love them. Yeah. What's funny is Evil Dead, the first Evil Dead, the original one, not the remake.
Right.
Was intended to actually be a horror movie.
Right,
and it starred Bruce Campbell in it.
It didn't come out very well as a horror movie.
It wasn't. Yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, they had no comical features to it at all.
Right.
It was intended to be a horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when they did Evil Dead 2, it was like watching the very first Evil Dead. It was the same thing.
Right.
Group of people go to the cabin, blah blah blah. Haunted, everything else, but. Then it had a lot of more comical aspects to it.
Right.
And then, of course, Army of Darkness,
was just a slapstick one.
Oh, it was. I loved it. I loved that movie. That's
I know. I watched it. You borrowed it to me, and I watched it.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
I'd never seen Army. Well, this is a couple of years back now, so I think I borrowed it from you.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was funny. I liked it. It was a good show. First crime ever has been committed in space.
I didn't read. I saw it, but I didn't read the article.
Yeah, this week I just shared all my news on my page, so I could go back and look at my page to write all my stuff down. I wasn't taking notes, but yeah, apparently this lady, I think it was LGBTQ. Is that right? Did I say them all?
Yeah, close enough.
Was a couple. A woman hacked used the satellites and everything in space to hack her ex-wife's bank accounts. Now she's denying it, but there's pretty substantial proof that she's done it. But
yeah, maybe it was the other person on the space station that did it.
Yeah, innocent until proven guilty and all. But yeah, so that's the first.
You could probably narrow it down, I'm sure.
So that is the first crime that has been ever committed outside of the Earth.
I
wonder what law jurisdiction she falls under.
Yes, really. I mean, if you're out in the water, international waters.
Yeah.
I mean, who does that fall under?
I don't know.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. So it'll be interesting to follow the story and see what happens.
I mean, unless they're on a space station that was created by the United States or something.
It's a Russian and American space station. The International Space Station is a joint space station. So whose rule does that fall under? Russia? Will she lose her hand? Or I don't. They don't do that.
Put her through the gulag.
Will she end up with Hopper?
Yeah,
or pretend to be with Hopper? We don't know it's Hopper yet.
But theory.
Okay. Theory. So here, I got a couple Simpson things too, and then I'll let you talk again. But you remember that big spiel about Apu being axed from The Simpsons?
Yes.
He is no longer being axed from The Simpsons.
I saw that.
They're going to allow his character to be out there, which they should, because I don't care how sensitive you are.
Now?
Yeah, I don't care how sensitive you are. They make fun of everybody. It's not just, they don't just make fun of Indian race, they make fun of every race. And then episode 666 is going to be a Stranger Things episode.
I saw that too.
So that'll be awesome. I have Simpsons on record. I record the season of The Simpsons. So I love my Simpsons. And Disenchantment.
Disenchantment was okay.
Yeah, that's coming back too.
Yes.
Season 2 was just announced, and I forgot. I axed it from my news because I have way too much news. So I axed it, but it's coming back real soon. I think within the next month or two.
Yeah, the first season was pretty decent. It was all right.
It was.
How about some new trailers that come out?
Yeah.
New Joker trailer.
Yeah, it looks good.
Actually, yeah, it does look pretty good.
Joaquin Phoenix, right?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
It almost looks like like he's just creating anarchy, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, he's kind of like the mentally unstable, but which is how the Joker kind of is. He's the type of person, he doesn't really go out and he's like almost like a Manson-esque type character. You know, he gets people to do stuff for him by leading the way, I guess.
Now, for people that aren't familiar with this movie is not going with the traditional DC creation of the Joker.
Yeah,
This is a standalone story that was made up just for this particular movie. This has no comic book references that I know of.
No, the theory on the movie, from what I read, is that if it has any type of influence, it's the fact that this person that Joaquin Phoenix plays,
Joaquin,
influenced the soon-to-be actual Joker, who's going to be the Joker.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it's like he's not really the actual Joker that we know and hate.
Right.
He's the one that influenced the soon-to-be Joker.
Okay.
So that's why I understood it, and when I was reading about it, and the theory behind it. I guess I don't know if it's that's even true.
Yeah.
So everything's speculation till it comes out.
Yeah, I just read that it wasn't. They were doing away from the whole. They were doing a standalone movie. No DC. What do they call it? No DC influence at all.
Yeah.
So, but we'll see.
Of course, another big trailer come out of D23.
Oh yeah, what one's that?
The new Star Wars trailer.
Oh yeah, I saw the new Star Wars trailer. I saw Rey with her Sith lightsaber.
Yeah, and ever since that come out, there's just been so much talk about what it means, what it is. Is she turning to the dark side? Is it a vision? Is it a twin? Is it a clone? Is it a whatever?
Yeah.
Just wait to watch the movie.
Right. I agree.
Quit trying to figure it out.
Now there's people saying that it was just a mess. I read that it was just a mess up. It was an accident. It wasn't really supposed to be a Sith lightsaber. That's one theory.
I know there was a article talking about the trailer, how someone was breaking it down. The one of the production assistants was breaking it down and talking about how, well, here we have the picture of Rey and a vision of her where she was holding the lightsabers and that, and I guess everyone focused on the fact that he said vision of her.
Right.
So maybe they're talking about like when in Empire when Luke fought Vader in the tree and saw himself as
the Sith Lord. Yeah.
So that's and then what made it more suspect is that he went back and changed the tweet instead of saying vision to image.
Right.
So, and of course, Disney has a long line of swerving people too. So
yeah, I know.
So who knows? But it does look interesting. It does look good.
Well, she could be. She could go to the Sith. She's got Kylo Ren and her kind of got this connection going. So.
Well, there's been a lot of speculation about, and one of the theories I heard, and this was a little while back, about Rey being a clone.
Okay.
Which is why she doesn't know who her parents are. You know what I'm saying? Why, Kylo Ren stated that, your parents were nobodies or nothing.
Right.
And the theory on that is that there was a bunch of clones placed all over the galaxy. To get out there and learn, feel hardships, do whatever. And they were all Force adept, and they would all eventually make their way back to whoever, Snoke or the leader, whoever, Palpatine if he comes back, or whoever it is, Emperor.
Right.
They would all eventually make their way back there. So, with Rey being the only anomaly of all the clones,
gotcha.
She's actually got, she was actually trained a little bit by Luke. You know what I'm saying? So it has the good in her.
Well, that's a theory.
So that's one theory, yeah. Another one is it's her twin.
Right.
Dark Evil Rey twin.
We'll see. It comes out this Christmas, right?
December 20th.
Yeah, this Christmas, so that'll be
So
awesome. Breaking Bad new trailer came out.
Yeah, it's what's it called? It's
El Camino or something like that. That's a Breaking Bad movie. It's got Jesse Pinkman and Walter White in it. So, and I guess it takes place in the future. So it takes place after the season finale, which stunk. But I didn't like the season finale of Breaking Bad. Yeah, so it'll be interesting. I'm gonna watch it. I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan, so I'll watch it. And it's a Netflix original, so it'll be out on Netflix here shortly.
Oh.
What other trailer did I miss?
Maybe I should watch the series.
You haven't watched Breaking Bad?
I have not. Trent's watched it. He's binge watched that thing once.
Wow, man, that's like
I know. Everyone tells me it's like the best series ever.
It is. It's got Game of Thrones beat by far. I mean, it doesn't have the nudity you like, but
well,
porn freak.
I just watch it and forget it. No, I know that's on my list to check out too. So,
man, you gotta go back and be single again for a little while, so you have time to watch stuff. Just kidding. Don't be single.
It Chapter 2 comes out this weekend.
It does. I will be going to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty interested in it. I mean, I did like the first one, so.
Yeah, we covered last week that they're gonna do after the second one comes out. They're gonna do a compilation. Is that what they're called? Where they're gonna mix the two together, put the two together, and re-show them at the theaters.
I'd say that's a combination, wouldn't it?
Yeah. I don't remember what it is. Compilation, combination. I don't know. It's a big word for me. But they're gonna put the two movies together, part 1 and part 2, and then re-release it at the theaters so you can see them both together. Which that'll be awesome as well.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
It'd be like 6 hours in the theater. 4.5, 5.
I don't think the first movie was that long. Maybe an hour and 50 minutes or so, give or take.
I thought it was 2.5 hours.
I'll have to go back and look again. It didn't seem like it was that long.
Okay, I'm stupid.
Maybe because that's just you can always tell a movie's good when it don't seem like it's that long.
No, I thought it was long. I thought it was longer. I'm stupid. I saw it when it come out, but I guess I didn't pay attention at the time.
How about the big news about that we didn't even get to?
Uh-oh.
Last week we touched up on how DCU or not DC. Whoa, that was a
MCU.
MCU. Yeah, sorry, Marvel. Sorry. Anyway, MCU and Sony split up. They're done, but now they're back in negotiations again.
Yes, they are back into negotiations again.
And
no matter what happens, the writer of Far From Home and Tom Holland are on board of making a Sony Spider-Man.
Yeah, the big rumor is they're pushing for a 6-picture deal with an option of a 7th.
Okay.
Three of the pictures will be standalone Spider-Man movies.
Okay.
The other 3 will be the crossover movies for Marvel, for MCU.
Right.
And also they're willing to bring in Venom and Morbius into the MCU to incorporate it into the Spider-Man in the MCU.
That'd be cool.
So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Well, I really hope it goes back and they make a deal because...
Well, it's all about, how...
Sony can't make...
the money and everything else. And, Marvel realized, hey, Spider-Man's this popular, making money. We want a piece of that little bit of change pie.
Mm-hmm.
So they initially talked that they wanted 50% of the profits. And then Sony's like, no, we'll do it our own.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, it's kind of hard to do that when we're taking away all the Marvel rights characters from you. So,
right.
So you're basically starting all over again. Right. It's just like, so now I heard the new deal is that Marvel will come up with 50% of the production cost. They'll gain 30% of the profits of the movies themselves. Still retain the merchandising rights and then be able to make the movies.
Okay.
So
that'll be cool. I hope a deal works out. That'll be awesome.
We'll see what happens.
Staying on the superhero bandwagon, Nathan Fillion has got an unannounced role in Suicide Squad.
Phil Dog.
Your man.
Phil Dog.
Firefly.
I saw that actually the other day. I was reading about that.
No news what he's gonna play.
He's probably just gonna be like some beat cop or something that gets taken out. I'm sure.
But yeah, his series. He had that series.
The Rookie.
The Rookie. That got canceled on him. But I wanted to watch that, and I never did.
It was only on for like one season.
I know, I was terrible. Probably the reason it didn't succeed is because I didn't watch it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mike.
You're welcome. Did you watch it?
You probably didn't watch Firefly originally either.
I didn't.
Yeah, it was canceled after one season. See, it's all your fault.
I know. I'm sorry. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. But that's all the news I got for this week.
I got a couple more small things. The big one is Gears of War is able to download.
Mine wasn't. Last night I checked. It's not there.
I was downloading mine.
Yeah, I got Game Pass. It's not there.
Yeah, Gears of War 5 is able to download with Game Pass.
Mm-hmm.
Which it comes out next week?
Comes out Friday, I think. This Friday if you have Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah, you'll be able to download it. It's 59 gigs, so just prepare for that.
No, that's all right.
And yeah, you get it. Yeah, because it comes out this week for Game Pass, but it actually comes out next week normally.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And the other big one I have is Telltale Games is being revived.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's cool.
And I know if no one knows what Telltale Games is
they do the Walking Dead series and
they did the Wolf Among Us,
Game of Thrones, Borderlands, the story, Minecraft, the story.
They also did the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Back to the Future.
So they're being revived.
Jurassic Park. You name it, they've done it.
As a new company. They will not retain the rights to some of the stuff, like Game of Thrones, Walking Dead, but they do already still own the rights to Wolf Among Us and Batman. That was the other one.
That is
Excuse me, the Batman
Telltale that's cool.
series. So they're bringing back some of the people that worked for Telltale as freelancers with the option of keeping them on permanently. So hopefully, they'll bring back some of this storylines.
I'd like a Wolf Among Us Part 2.
I love the Wolf Among Us. I love the Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a chance to play any of the other ones. The Batman. Trent said the Game of Thrones one was awesome.
Yeah, I played the Game of Thrones ones. It was
I did play the Back to the Future one. Was really good.
I didn't play that one. I played the Borderlands one. That one was pretty fun too. So, but yeah, I'm excited. That's good news, man.
But that's all I got for this week. We will see how this weekend goes, if we're going to be back next week or not. We might not even have no power.
Yep. So we'll be posting this Saturday. Not sure if we're going to be back next week. Maybe we've done 3 weeks in a row. Let's just plan to take the week off.
Well, it's Labor Day weekend anyway. So.
Yeah, we'll just plan to take. We won't be here next week. Saturday, yeah.
Still hashing out the details for our top 5. I'm looking, hopefully, within the next couple of weeks, we'll get him on board. He's got some things he's working out, and we're going to maybe work out some deals with a major haunted house company, which I'm not going to mention right away.
Okay, that's exciting news.
But
how come I didn't know about this?
I like to keep you in the dark, Mike. It's
my wife likes to keep me in the dark too.
There's
usually chained up.
There's a specific reason for why we all like to keep you in the dark.
Sorry. All right, man. Remember, don't get loaded.
Get reloaded.